Before making a telephone call, do you ever rehearse what you are going to say? Why?
Making a telephone call, you're thinking, I'm going to talk to so-and-so. These are the things that I need to talk about. You've probably got a reason, maybe not sometimes, but like that's, initially driven you to pick up the bloke and tap in the numbers. And then when it's ringing, you're like getting scared. That's what's happening to me. The longer it rings, the more anxious you feel. More anxiously, the anxiety started. You're thinking, I'm just going to make sure I say it. The thing you're rehearsing is, hi, it's Scott. Can I speak to person? Or if it is person, hi, it's Scott. It's nice to. Oh, see, I've already buggered it up. It's nice to. Hi. You do that a bit. You stutter. You can't get your bit, and they say, oh yeah. Like they're into it then. Because they're like, they saw who it was in the first place. They've got a light up phone with their names on it, and when you call, they know who it is. So they're and then you go, oh, what have you said? I'll respond to that, and then like after a bit, you're like, oh, I thought there was something I was supposed to. Usually towards the end when they're bored of, and then you try and say your thing, but you forgot later on when you've hung up. You think, oh, I was supposed to say that to them. That was what it was. So I don't bother rehearsing because you don't know what they're going to say. You don't know how that's going to go. If you rehearsed it, the other people don't know their lines. Like you'd be on the phone to them and you'd be like, and then they'd say, and you go, where? You're supposed to say, because I've got it on my lines here, and then my next bit is, so no, that's not going to happen. They're going to mess up their lines. You're going to be thrown. It's just a bad. Why would you want to rehearse it? Unless you rehearse it with the people you're calling. Unless you call them up to have a rehearsal. That's a good idea. Maybe I'll start doing that. Hi, it's Scott. I'm just calling up to rehearse the phone call that we're going to have in a minute. So, I've already started messing it up. You see, this is why we need a rehearsal. What do you mean, Scott, a rehearsal? Well, I'm going to call you in a minute and I'm going to talk about... And I've got it on a piece of paper here. Let me just... Do you mind if I just text you your lines? Do you mind if I could email or text you your lines? I could text you my lines as well if you want. Well, no, there's no point in me texting you my lines as well, because then we won't be having the conversation. You'll know what I'm going to say. But, well, I don't know what you're going to say. Well, I will do if I give you your lines. Won't I? I'll know. So that's a good question. Like, if you're in a relationship, text somebody their lines before you call them. And that can clean up a lot of confusion. Relationship advice for the single man. Me making a telephone call to somebody, it doesn't matter who, single man. Do you need to rehearse it? No. Number 4.